to cover a very small topic and a theoretical topic, but an important one. A small and theoretical topic, but an important topic. Okay. Then we will move for. We will try to move for the rest of the masters. Okay.
Okay.
So the topic for today is the SAP methodology, which is nothing but the accelerated SAP methodology. That means if you want to implement the SAP application in a particular organization, then what are the different steps we have? What will be the the functional consultant responsibility? Which particular consultant should come first? What will be the project manager responsibility? Okay, basically, what will be your responsibility and what kind of documentation you are going to prepare, and at what stage what document will be created.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
methodology which we usually use is the ASAP method. Accelerate. I believe my screen is visible, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Screen is visible.
Yeah. See, this Gemini has given me the answer. I'm ready. Please share your screen. Gemini was giving the answer from the cell phone. Sometimes it activated automatically. For
Yeah. Yeah.
example, mistakenly, if you are going to click left side button to turn off the light, so it is going to give you the reward.
Yeah.
So SAP methodology, okay, different phases of SAP implementation. Okay, so we have some certain stages. The first stage is the pre-sales of the ERP. Okay, usually pre-sale is something which we expect from a sales team, a BDM, business development manager. They take care of that part. Okay, to get a
Okay.
project from a client side for the SAP. Okay, for that they perform the demonstration. They demonstrate the SAP that you can utilize this application in your organization, and this is how you can minimize the cost. You can generate, you can avail these kind of features. Okay, if in that particular demonstration, usually your audience will be the client CEO, some CA, or some SME, subject matter expert, some CTO, chief technical officer. These kind of the senior client, senior member of the team will be available. Okay,
Oh,
so in case of demonstration as well, sometimes they ask the some queries which could be related to scalability of this app, or which is bit technical. Okay, which we cannot expect from a sales guy to answer.
okay.
Correct. Your sales guy cannot is not a functional consultant. He might not be aware about so many things. Let's say client is asking that is this particular functionality is possible. Let's say if we will take the example of a particular report, that I want to structurize this report. I want some other columns as well. Restructurize this particular report. Okay, is that possible? Do we have that data? And how we are going to get the data, or some random flow they are going to ask. So that kind of answer we cannot expect from a sales team to answer. Okay, so to
Okay.
support them, sometime the functional consultant will be involved there, even to prepare the proposal, even the bidding part sometimes as well. That functional consultant also support the sales team. Okay,
Okay.
because as a functional consultant you can provide the exact estimation how much time you need to perform a particular configuration with the testing, of course, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that is why sometimes BA, sorry, a functional consultant may be required in a pre-sales activity as well. Okay,
Oh,
now apart from that, the first step, or you can consider it as a second step as well, but in the implementation, the first step is the project preparation. Okay, now what is the project preparation? Let's say your client has decided that they need the ERP. They want to automate their process using the SAP ERP. Okay,
oh,
now at this stage, we prepare the landscape. And who is going to prepare the landscape? Your basis developer, sorry, basis consultant. Okay,
okay.
so the first consultant who is going to engage with the client, or with the in a project, not client, in a project, that will be a basis consultant. Okay, he's going to share the information on the basis of data, what kind of data, what how many number of transactions are there. Accordingly, he will be able to provide the server details. Okay, server is like how much RAM will be there. Okay, because the see, response time is also important thing. How much time your page is taking to open. Okay, how much time system is taking to pop up the data or the error message and all that. Okay, it completely depends how much load you are going to put on a system. So on the basis of data only, your basis consultant is going to suggest the server details. Okay, which client can arrange. Okay, client is going to arrange the server. Okay,
Okay.
now at this stage, project costs, what will be the resources, who will be the what consultant are going to work here, some fi, some ceo, some pp, some whatever consultant are there. Okay, which particular consultant is going to work, second consultant which will be engaged, that will be the fi consultant. Then consultant came into a picture. First your basis, then fi, then clear.
Okay.
Because I told you earlier as well that this company code creation and all that, this is something which we expect from functional consultant. Chart of account, right? Fiscal year, posting period. This is something which we expect from the functional consultant only. Okay. So this your basically here, the your team will be decided by the project manager. Initially, project manager will be decided, and he's going to decide how many roles, how many resources is going to work on the project. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so at this situation, after this we are going to study the legacy system. Now what is the legacy system? Remember, we have discussed about the legacy system as well.
Legacy.
Yeah, legacy system is the old system what client is using right now.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, the company which has the revenue more than 300 cr, they usually prefer the this sap application. That means they are already having a business, right?
Okay.
They are already having a business. Okay, that
Yeah.
means they are running a business with the help of some other erp. It could be anything like workforce is there, oracle erp is there, microsoft dynamics is there, even excel is there, let's say. Okay, so you need to understand their legacy system, how things are doing there. Okay, because you need to transfer that data to your system as well. But although that activity we don't do at this stage, we do that in one of the next upcoming stage. I'll let you know. But understanding of legacy system is very important. How system is doing the how company is doing their work right now, right?
Yeah.
What are their pain areas? Basically your as is process there we are going to study at this stage.
Okay.
Right, as is I believe we already have discussed this particular term, as is process and to be process, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do
As
we
it
have any query?
processes how they are doing the business right now, how
Yes,
it's their process, right?
current process. Because
Yeah.
like I told you earlier as well, using the application we usually automate the stuff. For
Yeah.
example, let's say you must have used some other another application for this procurement process. Okay,
Yeah.
right now we the in sap there could be a different way to do the same thing, right? But
Yeah.
at the end, process is already there. It's not
Yeah.
like SAP only introduce that process. It's a simple automation. Although approach could be different, correct? It's like we can take the example of login only. Okay, in
Yeah.
login functionality, sometimes you can simply log in by user ID password only. Sometimes you will have to enter the captcha as well. Sometimes OTP will be there. Sometimes sign up via Facebook or login via Facebook could be there, and sometimes two-step authentication could also be there, right?
Right.
But at the end, it is a login functionality. So approach could be different.
Right.
Similarly, net banking application we have used. Okay, let's leave the net banking application. Let's talk about the UPI. Either it is Google Pay, Phone Pay, Tata Neo, PayZapp, or some others are also there. Okay, Paytm. Okay, at the end they are using the UPI functionality to transfer the money.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about whatever additional the options they have, but main purpose of these applications are this only, right?
Right.
To share the money with the help of the UPI.
Right.
And they have the similar kind of functionality. If you can the upload the qr code photo to make the payment, that you can do in phone pay as well, google pay as well, paytm as well, all has same functionality, right? That core functionality is same, right? So that is why we need to understand the as is process. What is the as is process and what is
Yeah.
the client expectation? Okay, so
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this stage we usually do that requirement gathering. Okay, what are the
Right.
interfaces they required? Interfaces means, on let's say some screen is there, what particular fields are required there. So that is something which we try to study at that time. What kind of reports they want to generate, what will be the structure of those reports. Okay, your all requirement will be related to this term only, RISE FW. Okay, we will talk about this RISE FW, but first we will start with KDS. After this stage
Okay.
you will have these documents. Okay, the first document is the KDS document. KDS is nothing but the key data structure. Okay,
Okay.
key data structure. Now what is the meaning of this document? Basically, what will be the company code? Okay, what will be the company name? How many company code will be there? Okay, what will be the material code? Right, what will be the material code sequence. Okay, vendor code sequence, right, profit center, cost center, right. So these
Right.
type of details we will have in KDS. What will be the user, what will be the user IDs, right. So that is something which we finalize in KDS. Clear?
Right.
BPML, business process master list. We already have discussed some of the master, right? Those master lists, what are the master required? Okay, we also need to upload the data, but we do it in this realization phase. Okay, but list of master which are required to do the process. Okay,
Okay.
as is process and requirement gathering, we easily understand that to understand the as is process and to capture the requirement. Right,
Right.
organization structure, we discuss what is the organization structure client has. Right,
Right.
your maximum requirement will be related to RISE FW. RISE FW, that means what are the reports client may
Yeah.
required, what will be the structure for those report. Some attributes will be there na, maybe sequence of attribute also matters. Sometimes what usually happen, instead of integration they demand like this particular report I should be able to upload on some another application, right. So sequence of report could also be important.
Okay.
Like e-invoicing, we can take the example of e-invoicing. Okay, right, we need to upload the for e-invoicing we need to upload the data to some portal. Some portal is there, no, finance,
Yeah.
right. So there will be a structure to upload that. So we don't want to restructurize that, we want to skip that part. So instead of that, we demand that report which we are going to download from SAP, that should be in a same sequence, in a same structure, right. So reports, interface or integration. Integration means, let's say our application demands some integration or not. Let's say integration with WhatsApp, integration with SMS, right? Multiple integrations could be there. Okay, conversion upload. Okay, client is going to need the upload functionality as well. So that they let's say they want to create 1,000 material in one go, right? They don't
Right.
want to follow a same process again and again, they need the upload process. Okay, so what kind of a upload functionality they need, for the material only, or they need that for the PIR part as well, for the vendor as well, right.
Right.
Enhancement, modification, or CR. Okay, CR is change request. Okay, we already have the standard SAP, but there might be a chance they might need some the additional functionalities as well, which are not possible with the standard SAP. So in that scenario we will have to involve the ABAP developer. Okay,
Right.
yeah, ABAP developer, correct. So what kind of customization they need? Okay, we are going to structurize it at this phase only. Okay, at UI,
Okay.
what are the options they need? Okay, either they the whatever standard functionality or fields we have in the standard, at the standard SAP, those are sufficient, or some extra fields are also required. Okay,
Okay.
workflow is like approval workflow. Okay, approval workflow, usually your super user manage that part, power user manage that part, but what is the approval workflow? Sometimes to create the material they demand some set of approvals are there. To create the PR, some set of set of approval could be there. To create a purchase order as well, we don't want my executive to the uh, create the purchase order, right.
Okay.
Okay, I want him to park that document, so that the senior guy can review that, and he can he can
Place order.
submit that, right. So there could
Yeah.
be a workflow as well. It could be a the approval workflow, or simple the workflow as well. Okay, activity workflow as well.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So your all requirement will be associated with this rise of w topic only. Okay. After
Okay.
this, we will, because we have completed the requirement gathering in a business blueprint, what we do, we perform the gap analysis and we perform the documentation as well. Okay. What kind of documentation or what is the gap analysis? Let's say your client has 200 requirement. Okay. 100
Hmm.
requirement can be fulfilled with the help of standard SAP. Okay. For
Yeah.
50 requirement, you need the ABAP developer to customize it, and rest of the 50 requirement is not at all possible with the SAP. So you are
Hmm.
going to highlight those things, like these will be the out of scope item, these will be done by the help of customization, and these will be with the help of standard SAP functionality. Okay. At this stage, you realize, or a client will get to know that either we need to proceed for the application or not, right?
Okay.
Basically, kind of a feasibility testing is happening. Okay. In 99% scenario, we usually proceed further. Okay. Because usually what client demands, let's say he's spending 5 CR for this implementation. So he's going to expect all of his requirements should be fulfilled, but some requirement will be out of scope. Okay. Some impossible requirements are also there, or within a given budget. Okay. It is bit difficult to incorporate that, or within a given time, right? So gap analysis is nothing but that difference between the the expected process or the as is process. That is the gap. Okay. And your
Okay.
functional consultant as well as technical consultant as well, they are going to create the document as well. Document is called as FRS, which is function requirement specification document, because you need to take the sign off from the client side that, so that these are the final requirement, and this is these are the requirement which we are going to provide, and this is how requirement will look like, right?
Okay.
Okay. So because you need the sign off from the client side, until unless you will have the sign off, you cannot proceed further. Tomorrow there might be a chance your client is going to say, no, I was not expecting this, it was not discussed. So to freeze the requirement, sign off is required from the client side. Clear?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So until unless we will have the sign off on this document, we cannot proceed further. Okay. Consultant are going to write the function requirement, and they are also going to write the technical specification for the developers. Okay.
Right.
For the customization. So that means you will have to provide the logic to the developers. Okay. Again, sign off is required first. After this stage, you will have the document called as business process document or PDD document. Both are same document, or you can call as FSG as well. Okay.
Okay.
Next step is the realization step. Okay. In a realization step, we perform the configuration. Okay. Functional configuration. Your development team is going to do the development part. Testing will be done. Different type of testing which we already have discussed during the landscape, such as UT, unit testing, system integration testing, UAT, user acceptance testing. After the realizing stage, you will have the sign off from the client side on UAT. Remember, we have discussed about the UAT in landscape.
I remember.
Landscape, dev, QA, production. Okay.
Yeah, that one is it's a part of the testing team, right?
UAT will be done by the client.
UAT will be done by the client, but yeah, but
Basically, junior consultant perform the testing. In SAP, we usually don't have the separate tester. We have the junior consultant who are going to perform the testing.
at the client side, right?
Not at the client side, this UT and SIT.
Okay.
And
Uh,
from the client side, UAT, it will be done by the end user, customer.
Okay.
Now it's their call. Either the end user is going to do that, or whoever will be their representative who is going to perform the UAT. Okay. There
Oh,
could be multiple operative team, right?
right.
Okay.
Right.
So this landscape or transfer of the code from the the dev to QA, that will be happen in a realization stage. In final preparation, what we do, whatever configurations are there, okay, at UAT we are going to move that configuration to the production server. Okay. Here we
Okay.
also need to upload the previous data into the production system as well using the LSMW, BDC. These are the topic we have. LSMW is also a part of our course. It's for the bulk processing. If I want to create multiple purchase order in one go, if I want to create the 1,000 material in one go, so that kind of a master we upload with the help of LSMW. Okay. We also have
Okay.
the option to upload the transaction data as well. This process is called as cutover activities. This is important for interview perspective. What is cutover activity? Okay, cutover activity is nothing but the the uploading of the open items. Open items such as open POs are there, open purchase order are there, open SO sales orders are there, sales balance are there, GL items are there, open item. Okay, that is something which we need to upload on the production. It's like, if you are, purchasing a new phone na, then you will have to upload your previous data.
Okay.
Correct, it's like that thing, your open POs, or all the open items you will have to upload there. You will have to upload your master data as well, like whatever existing vendor customers are there, you are going to upload in the system. Whatever existing materials are there, you are going to upload that thing.
Right.
Okay, so that work is called as cutover activities. Okay.
Okay. So what do you mean by GL open items?
GL is the general ledger.
Okay. Okay.
General ledger open item, some GLs are open. Okay, that means they are not cleared, payment has not been received. Okay, or
Okay.
reconciliation has not been performed. For example, let's say in GL some charges are there. Okay, your interest was supposed to be credited but it has not credited yet.
Okay.
General ledger. Finance guy activities, for us we have the open purchase, the open purchase order. Okay, we
It's
need
only
to make
because
sure.
I just want to know that if something they will ask me in the interview, so I can have the answer. No? What is GL open items?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
Okay.
instead of that, they are going to ask what is the cutover activity or what we
Okay.
do in a cutover over activity.
Okay.
At which stage we do the cutover activity.
Okay.
Okay, so it is at a final preparation. We are not uploading this thing at a UAT or SIT or UT server. We are going to upload it at a production only. Okay,
Okay.
your SAP implementation goes live in a production environment after the cutover activity only.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
else end user will not be able to work there. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, we will be there to manage that part for the maintenance part, which comes under the post production support. Usually, we provide the support for as per the AMC 30 to 60 days usually, and then we will have the separate support team which is going to take care of the support part. Okay, as per the AMC annual maintenance charges, whatever we have.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
your team
Right.
helps the client to solve if any production issue is there. Okay, for that the incident will be there. Okay, CR will be there. Right, we have discussed about the type of project already. Correct.
Right.
So that is something which we are going to do at this stage.
Okay.
Okay, and all the support documentation like user manual and all that, we usually complete it at this stage. It will be helpful for us as well to provide the solution again and again. Let's say one particular issue we already have resolved and that issue is again coming. Okay, so those documentation can help us to proceed further. Okay,
Okay.
so that is the final step which is called as post production support. There is one
Okay.
more methodology which we have in SAP, which is called as uh, activated methodology. Okay, this
Activity
is
methodology.
activated. Yeah,
Activated.
yeah. This is also popular. It's more into the agile side. Okay, here what we are doing, we are not displaying the project to the client. Okay, until unless we will have the final go live or UAT. Right
Okay.
before UAT, client is not able to see the application, but in activated we are going to do the work parallelly. step by step. That means we are going to first we are doing the work in iteration mode. That means first we are going to pick the functional first functionality, we are going to incorporate that. Client is going to start testing on that. In the meantime, we are going to work on the another functionality as well. Even your multiple releases will be there.
Okay.
Okay, multiple releases will be there. Okay, multiple go live will be there. That comes under the activated methodology. So that like it happen in our mobile application as well, like after every 15 to 20 days you will get the update, right?
Right.
See, in a similar way, in case of update, we are going to provide some extra configuration. Okay, even in Paytm, if you, I'm not sure you remember that or not, but in WhatsApp or Paytm, initially they were not this kind of application what we have nowadays, right?
No, no, it's totally different.
Yeah, initially it was a simple recharge application. In WhatsApp, it was a simple multimedia sending a message, SMS sending application only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nowadays, I believe they have introduced the UPI method as well in WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay, so because after, and we didn't realize that because they are giving the first they have developed the MVP, minimum viable product, and then step by step they are adding the functionality.
Yeah, they
Correct.
are changing, like adding the more activities into it.
Right. So in a similar way, actually they are working in activated or agile methodology. Okay, both are kind of the same thing. Okay, that is step by step, so that they have developed the MVP first. So in a similar way here as well, first you are going to complete the MVP, minimum viable product, which are the minimum requirement which client need to go live. Okay, after that, step by step they will generate the revenue with the help of application. They will become used to with the application, with the functionality, and step by step you are going to give the new functionality to them as well. That means at every step your client will have the idea like what changes he is going to get and how to execute the functionality. So it will make your user training as well as your the UAT very smooth.
Okay.
A bit practical approach. A bit practical approach. For example, here if you are creating these document now, this FSG or these documents, so it demands large documentation. Okay, sometimes even this staff might take 4 to 6 months as well, up to business blueprint, right? Sometimes it depends because a large documentation is required. It's not about a single module only, it's about multiple modules, right?
Okay.
So client will not be able to see the SAP until 6 to 10 months, right? But at the same time, in activated methodology, you are displaying the MVP, you are delivering the MVP to the client, and then step by step we are adding the functionality as well. Okay, now we have introduced this one as well. Now we have introduced this one as well. It's a project manager as well as client mutual understanding call that which particular methodology they want to use. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. I believe for this I already have shared the document. I'm not sure if you have received or not. Okay.
I
So
will I will see, just 1 second, give me 1 minute only, because they shared me some, that's the introduction I receive it.
yeah, we have the SF methodology there only, I believe. So you can go through with that document. Rest of the document I will also share with you. Okay.
Okay.
That's it from my side. There are some guests at my home. I hope you can understand.
Yeah, 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 I
On
understand.
first and fourth, I might not be available. On first, we have the wedding, and on fourth, again, rest
And
of the
now the
reception.
next class is what time?
Sorry,
Next class is on which day?
next tomorrow. Let's conduct it tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just want to confirm with you, then only I can
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
will.
Actually, uh, let's do it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Because so many times I have scheduled the class on try to schedule the class on Sunday, Friday, Saturday, but Priyanka, no one was there.
That's what I'm saying, that tomorrow